You see the numbers for him in this first quarter of play. And looking to build on them here as they begin with 1st and 10. Here's Young now to throw right away. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. The Panthers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning,
he works free, right side, moving inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 93 yards. The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Set. 50, green. Set.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Panthers 1st down.
45, White. Hut.
On play action, Young. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now
2nd and 10.
Set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
From the gun, it's Young. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Panthers off to the early advance. We're back to Arlington in a moment.
Here we go. Ready.
Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. He's targeted quite a bit on that last drive. Wound up finishing it off with a touchdown grab. Now they go back to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
Young to throw on 1st down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Young. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Panthers.
To throw is Young. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
On the bootleg, it's Young. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Brings up second and
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A second down throw for Young. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Set. Ready.
Throwing is Young. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's fourth down. Panthers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
Here's Young to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down. A gain of 21 yards.
Down.
And the Panther
On first down is Young. He's got room at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a first and 10.
Ready. Ready. Red. 38. Hut.
Now Young. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Don't need much. It is third and inches.
Black. Set.
To throw, Young. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down.
Hey, blue. 50. Green. Hut.
Look at play action with Young. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Young. The second down throw is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Hey, green. 45. Watch.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is his third touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing.
The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with first and 10 in this fourth quarter.
Pink. Yellow. 43. Check. Hut.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line on the play. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
13 yards.
Here we go. Ready.
Now Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
What a performance. Reception number 14 for the first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Blue, go. Blue, 32. Ready.
Here's Young. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Panthers. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long.
This one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0.
The Panthers game is over.